All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. The day has officially come. Cliff Kingsbury is the offensive coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders. Folks, does it get better than this? In the last 2 weeks, the Raiders have officially named Antonio Pierce as the head coach. They got Tom Telesco as their GM. Patrick Graham's going to be coming back to run this top 10 defense. And now I have Cliff Kingsbury. I mean, they're doing something special. They're building something special right now. They're building a team. And I'm absolutely licking my chops. I found it funny all offseason. The last couple of weeks, we've been all offseason. Like we have played the Super Bowl yet. You guys get what I'm saying? All coaching cycle, people are saying, oh, don't go after big names. Don't go after big names. Cliff Kingsbury was a stud athlete. Money Manziel, Texas Tech. He was the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, which his tenure with Arizona, his last time in the NFL, got such a bad rep because of Kyler Murray's injury. He got Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals on a different level, offensively speaking. Like, this guy knows how to run an offense, and it has people talking right now because we heard Caleb Williams and his dad are really into Cliff Kingsbury. And I know it would take a crazy package. Last year, for the first pick in the draft, DJ Moore, the 9th pick, the 61st pick, a first-round pick in 2024, and a 2025 second-round pick. To get the number 1 pick last year took a haul, and it's going to take an even bigger haul to get Caleb Williams. But I don't know, man. The Raiders could actually get Caleb Williams and not give up Max Crosby. And we're going to be talking about Cliff. We're going to be talking about all things Raiders in tonight's video. But before we do, if you guys enjoy, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content, along with a couple of Raiders videos every single week. Raiders fans, so we can try and get this video to 250 likes. That would mean the absolute world to me. So, Cliff Kingsbury is a really smart offensive mind. And I don't know what more people need to see. People will know that by the end of this time next year. Like I said, Cliff got such a bad rap just because of the way that the Arizona stint ended. And they got their guy. We got our guy. Cliff Kingsbury is the offensive coordinator for the Las Vegas Raiders. This was a home run grand slam, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, 0-2 count, home run to deep left. I mean, this is fantastic. So now it becomes, with the Raiders, who's the QB? Because I got my guy. I got my offensive coordinator in Cliff Kingsbury, and now I just need my quarterback. And so, with the Raiders specifically, you got Justin Fields, trade possibility. You've got, Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill. You've got, Justin Fields, trade, Caleb Williams, Michael Penix. There's a ton of quarterbacks out there in the market this year. Veterans, trade candidates like Justin Fields, really intriguing quarterback draft class. And, the Raiders have the 13th pick right now. And like I said, I'm not saying the Raiders are actually going to trade up for the first pick. I found an interesting mock draft or a mock trade here. Basically, you give an extra first-round pick to the Chicago Bears. So it would be 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, a third-round pick, and a solid starter. So it doesn't need to be a guy like Max Crosby, but it would be, have to be probably a legitimate solid starter going to Chicago for the first pick. Now, once again, I'm not saying, because Cliff Kingsbury was he was the dude this past season at USC. And USC's quarterback, obviously, is Caleb Williams. And as we just said, Colin Cowherd reported that Caleb Williams and his dad are really into Kingsbury. Basically, Tom Telesco, and this is the Raiders are taking risks right now, man. I'm just so glad, and I think it's going to carry over to their quarterback position. Since the Raiders season has ended, we've been talking on this mic every single night saying, who's quarterback 1 going to be next season? Well, first off, we have to figure out the OC. And now that the OC is figured out, it's yeah, he could turn Aiden O'Connell into, a competent starter. But I go back to, Aiden O'Connell games. It's I love the dude. They want a competitive quarterback room, and whether it's a veteran, whether it's a trade piece, getting a guy like Justin Fields in return, whether it actually would be, Caleb Williams, or whether it would be a Michael Penix, or later on in the draft, they're going to have a competitive quarterback room. But I know all my Raiders fans watching this video right now, you just hired Cliff Kingsbury. This is a big ass deal. And it's going to pay dividends for many seasons here. Like they're building something legitimately special right here. So yes, the Raiders have some holes, they have some flaws. You've got Hunter Renfro's probably going to get cut. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to get cut. I've heard rumblings that Devontae Adams is going to have a say in the quarterback selection. You've got Aiden O'Connell in the locker room. Like there's a lot of options here. And I want to circle back to the Tom Telesco hiring because he drafted Justin Herbert. Right. And when you have your guy, and I'm like strongly urging the Raiders with the 13th pick in this loaded draft class, what I would do, obviously, I have no say, I have no merit in this combo, but like I would trade up for my guy. If you're the GM of a football team and you have your guy, you have the quarterback that you want to select, you don't hope he falls into your lap. You trade up and you make a move for him. So once again, I just have to continue to reiterate this point. I'm not saying they're going to trade up for the first pick in the draft. I'm not saying they're going to do this or they should do this, but I am strongly I'm trying to like paint this picture here that the Raiders are on the offensive move right now. They're making money moves. They're making gambling moves. Yeah, maybe Cliff Kingsbury's overrated. All right, let's see it. Antonio Pierce, he goes 5-4. He's got no head coaching legitimacy here. What are we doing? His defensive body coach. Like none of this stuff matters. The Raiders are gambling. And I love this aggressive nature, and I feel like it's something they've been missing in the Dave Ziegler, Josh McDaniels era. They were making just like non-needle moving moves. And I want guys with big balls running my organization. And that's what we're seeing right now from the Raiders. And it has me absolutely ecstatic because they went with a 4th-round QB who did not start for pretty much the first half of the season. And they went 5-4 with them. And in the meantime, Antonio Pierce orchestrated one of the best defenses in that 9-week span. Guys, the Raiders were one of the best defenses in the 9 weeks that Antonio Pierce was the head coach. Interim head coach, whatever. Like, there's something going on in Las Vegas. They are finally being back to being aggressive. And it just has me very excited. So now that you have Cliff Kingsbury, here's my question for my Raiders fans, NFL fans, whoever's watching this video right now. Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, Michael Penix, is your answer Aiden O'Connell? Is your answer Kirk Cousins? What are you doing? Because now we got the OC. What are you doing at the quarterback 1 position for this upcoming season? Folks, it's a great time to be a Raiders fan. And it already was the past 9 weeks of the regular season. And I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty much speechless here. I know we just talked for 8 minutes, but it was more of a rant. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. But most importantly, answer that question. Who's QB1 for the Raiders under Cliff Kingsbury and Antonio Pierce?